We are really in it now. 29 days to go until Election Day. You can call this race historic, exciting, infuriating, anxiety-provoking, or downright depressing, but you cannot call it boring. And tonight, on a day of more fast-moving developments, we are kicking off a new series here called Inside the Final 30. Every night, we're going to take you inside the campaigns and inside our coverage of this often astonishing race. Here's ABC's Terry Moran.
She has tremendous hate in her heart.
This is who Donald Trump is, and the question for us, the question our country must answer, is that this is not who we are.
A hushed America, breathless and watching.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Snarling exchanges, the raw contempt spilling into the campaign for the most powerful job in the world.
My God, what else can happen in this election? I love presidential campaigns. They're the most sort of thrilling ride. The last 30 days, it's like you see these candidates, they're riding the tiger of the democracy, and the country's making up its mind.
The whole campaign a riveting melodrama that's erupted over the last few days. Thursday, a new WikiLeaks dump of Clinton's emails.
Grab him by the
Then Friday, 8 p.m., that videotape.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the bus.
Like a little hug, darling?
Within hours, Republican leaders start abandoning Trump. Saturday, an unreal scene. The protests outside Trump Tower, and then the Donald himself appearing defiantly. All of it transforming a debate that was supposed to be about so much else.
October the 9th, 30 days out now. We're taking you inside the final 30 days of the election. Every night from here on in, we are going to be someplace inside the guts of the campaign.
The press room is abuzz. Just moments before, a bombshell. The Trump campaign held a press conference with 4 women, 3 of whom accusing Bill Clinton of sexual misconduct.
Actions speak louder than words.
I think being in Trump Tower this whole weekend, I think what you saw is that, they're going for a throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, scorch the earth mentality.
Meanwhile, my colleague Byron Pitts is getting ready for the network's live debate coverage.
Go to the light.
One more light over here.
Yeah, please. Just walk me through what the preparation is. What's going on in your mind now as you prepare to anchor the show?
As I prepare?
Yeah.
Well, it all just changed 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Minutes before air, that bombshell dropped by the Trump campaign is reverberating.
I had actually worked on an open earlier today and thought through some questions for everybody going in, but this surreal scene before the debate, again, how many times have we said this in the campaign? Something we have never, ever seen before. It happened again.
Okay, cool. Shall we? Yeah. One of the things that sort of strikes me about nights like this, almost everyone in the building right now is focused on this debate. Showtime.
Martha and I will ask follow-up questions. Every night really belongs.
Back in St. Louis, here's the ABC political team.
Watching with one ear and trying to monitor social with the other.
Some of these reporters live out on the campaign trail, eating, breathing, sleeping, well, not so much sleeping, politics for over a year. The debate started off chilly, not even a handshake. And the moderators dove right in.
You bragged that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk. I'm not proud of it. I apologize to my family. I apologize to the American people. Certainly, I'm not proud of it. But this is locker room talk.
Hillary Clinton hammering away at Trump's character.
But it's not only women, and it's not only this video that raises questions about his fitness to be our president.
Also reverberating Trump breaking from his running mate, Mike Pence.
What would you do about Syria and the humanitarian crisis in Aleppo? And I want to remind you what your running mate said. The United States of America should be prepared to use military force to strike the military targets of the Assad regime.
Okay. He and I haven't spoken, and I disagree. I disagree.
You disagree with your running mate?
I think we have to knock out ISIS. Right now, Syria is fighting ISIS.
You just made Mike Pence about this big. The vice presidency did a bad job to begin with. You just made it a lot worse. Throughout the debate, ABC's fact-checking team is in full swing.
Right now, there's a lot of fact-checking going on. It's really, really busy.
So here's one of our early fact checks. Trump said
last year we had an almost $800 billion trade deficit.
Our grade is yes and no. According to the Census Bureau data, the U.S. has a combined deficit in goods and services of $500 billion. Now, Donald Trump seems to be referring only to the deficit in goods, which was $763 billion. So, yes, there is a sizable deficit, but it's not $800 billion. Okay, so another fact check. Statement by Trump.
Your health insurance and health care is going up by numbers that are astronomical, 68%, 59%, 71%.
Our grade is mostly false. Health care and health insurance costs have been rising, but it does not appear to be any basis to these specific numbers. And George, here are the facts. So,
while Byron's on the air,
here's the spin room.
It's a free-for-all where the debate about the debate happens. It's both sides battling to control the narrative and spin the news coverage.
One thing you can tell, you don't even actually have to listen that much. You can tell who they think won the debate. This is Kellyanne Conway, Trump's campaign manager, I think is her title.
No, she's very defensive but never managed to defend herself.
I meet up with Cecilia Vega, who's been on the Clinton campaign since the start.
I can't even articulate a thought. I'm so shocked by what I saw today.
Hello. It started when they walked on the stage and didn't shake hands. This is democracy in the United States of America, and it looks like an MMA match or whatever it is.
Beautiful morning here, day 29, and America's newspaper has a review of the debate. Defiant Trump versus measured Clinton. That's about right, I suppose. Trump threw everything at her, and she tried to keep her cool.
And the polls said Hillary won, but Trump landed plenty of blows.
We are on our way in St. Louis to go see ABC's political director, Rick Klein. He's at the Ritz. We were at the Westin, he's at the Ritz, so you get the hierarchy there.
I guess the analysis today has been Trump stopped the bleeding. If the campaign was in a death spiral, it's no longer in a death spiral. He slowed the spiral. That isn't not the same as coming out of it.
Trump's campaign still badly wounded from the release of that tape, and for many, his apology just didn't cut it.
This was locker room talk, but this is locker room talk, but it's locker room talk.
Adding fuel today, Nancy O'Dell, one of the women Trump allegedly talked about in that video, weighing in tonight.
There is no room for objectification of women or anyone for that matter, not even in the locker room.
And today, the exodus of Republican support continued as Speaker of the House Paul Ryan pulled back from the presidential campaign trail.
The last 72 hours to see all of these high-profile Republican names, it's unprecedented.
But a lot can happen in the next month, and so off they went, back on the road, claiming victory and keeping up the bashing.
Crooked Hillary Clinton. Oh, she's crooked, folks. She's crooked as a $3 bill.
One of us went low, and one of us went high.